Hi everybody, Rob Keys here. I'm just outside walking the dog, and I thought, hey, this is a good opportunity to talk about what happened last night. And what happened last night is Nintendo held a live presentation in Tokyo and New York. It was live streamed at about 11 p.m. locally, Eastern Standard Time. And it was all about unveiling the the official details and some of the launch games for the Nintendo Switch console, which is to me, it's kind of disappointing. And they started the presentation right out of the gate saying, look, this thing is going to release March 3rd in most territories or worldwide, and it's going to be $300 in the US, about 30,000 yen, just under that in Japan, which means it's $400 here in Canada, which puts it a little bit higher in price than the PS4 and Xbox One, which is insane because although the Switch is a hybrid of a mobile tablet console and a traditional home console, it's nowhere near as powerful as the competition. And the competition is 3 years old at this point, 3.5 years old even, because the Xbox One and PS4 released in 2013. This thing's coming out spring 2017, so it's super disappointing. Just watching my dog over there. In the games, there's barely any games. They announced some weird new ones, like there's like 1-2 Switch, which is like a game where you just use the Joy-Con controllers, which are like a combination of the Wiimote. So it does do like motion capture stuff, and it's got this HD, what do they call it? HD rumble. So their example was like, if you hold it and shake it, you can tell the difference between a glass with 1 ice cube, with 2 ice cubes, with 3 ice cubes, 3 ice cubes in water, and the little precision there, you can note those little tiny vibrational differences. Anyways, it's a gimmick. The reality is the Switch is very, very a weak console, so it can't play the best of AAA games, and you could tell that from the launch lineup. All the partners they announced, the third-party publishers bringing games to the Switch, they're all older games. I mean, Bethesda's first game for a Nintendo platform is it's over 5 years old. It's Skyrim, and it's actually not coming out to this fall. So I think that game came out in 2011, so it's going to be 6 years after the fact. And you look at Ubisoft's 3 games, and Ubisoft's usually the best at supporting new platforms, and no matter who it's from. They have Steep, which is already out, Just Dance, which is, who cares? It's Just Dance. Whatever. And they also have, what's their other game? Oh, Rayman Legends, which came out years ago as well. So if you want to replay old games on an less powerful platform, I guess Switch is for you. But really, everyone knows this, and it was the same for the Wii U. It's all about the exclusive. So Nintendo does have, what do they got? Well, it's launching with The Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild, which they described it as the most exciting Switch game, but it's actually a Wii U game. It's just been delayed over and over and over again, so that's also stupid. They have a new Mario game, which does look awesome. It's called Super Mario Odyssey, but it's not coming out until the summer, I don't think. It's not even a launch title. There's no like Mario Kart, Mario game, no Metroid or Star Fox, no Kirby, nothing there along. So Donkey Kong, so it's just Zelda, which is like a super delayed game that's also available on the Wii U. So what's the point, man? And they had that ARMS game, which is like a little fighter, which, to its credit, it looked hilarious in the trailer. And people say it has esports appeal, but I mean, it's a game you're gonna play once and never play it again. Sort of like a lot of VR games, sadly. So the Switch, overpriced, not powerful specs. Oh, it only comes with 32 gigs internal storage, so you can't even download a full-size normal game. You need to use micro SDXC or whatever it's called cards to put them in. And when you pull the Switch tablet controller thing out, it only lasts for like 2.5 to 6 hours, so you're not gonna be able to play that well on the go. It's too big and bulky to play on the go. Man, I really wish Nintendo just came out and said, hey, look, you guys love Zelda, you want Mario, we're just going to develop these games for the other platforms. So that way, instead of having, let's say they sell 10 million. They sold, what, 9 million Wii U's in the first couple of years? Let's say that they sell 10 million. You can sell, and 2/3 of those people buy Zelda. That's 6.5 to 7 million copies of the game. And that's very positive outlook if they sell that many copies of Legend of Zelda. If they release The Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild on the Xbox One and PS4, and it's as good as it looks and as people are saying, man, that thing can compete with like Call of Duty and like GTA. It was a killer app for all platforms. It could sell 20, 30 million copies. So what the hell? Like, why sell this crappy overpriced console? Oh, I'm not even done yet. So the accessories, the Pro Controller in the States costs like $70, which puts it at a higher price than the DualShock 4 controllers or the Xbox One S controllers. Why? It's nowhere near as good the competition's controllers. Joy-Con controllers, to buy another pair, it's like 60 bucks. The charge pack is like 20 or 40 or something. It's awful, just awful. And the worst of all, Nintendo, infamously bad for their online services, and like weak multiplayer communities, they're going to be charging to play games online. And I think you might need to use an app through like a tablet or something to actually connect it all together. So, man, Nintendo, out of control. I was wildly disappointed for almost every part of the presentation last night, and I really hope, and it's terrible to say, but I hope it's not received well. I hope it doesn't sell well, because I think Nintendo needs to learn, and they need to make a change. These consoles are useless. Stick to the mobile consoles if they want to make a 3DS follow-up, or make real games, better games, not like Super Mario Run, but like an actual Super Mario World for smart devices. I mean, everyone's got an Android or iPhone, so just make awesome games for that, and make your awesome quote-unquote AAA games, make them faster, and make them for third-party consoles. Why sell your own hardware that no one's going to use? This thing's going to collect dust. So anyways, later on today, they're doing a live Treehouse thing where they're going to talk about more of the launch games, I guess, but it's not looking pretty, guys. So anyways, tell me your thoughts on the Nintendo Switch. If you're actually considering buying one, I'd like to know why. And outside of the obvious, Legend of Zelda and Super Mario Odyssey, but man, I don't want to buy a whole other console just to play 2 fucking games. Anyways, tell me your thoughts on the console, whether you actually are into it, or you're sort of disappointed like me, whether you'd actually pay another online monthly fee to play Nintendo games online. There's going to be barely any multiplayer games. There's no Call of Duty on Nintendo. And I made the mistake of playing Call of Duty on the Wii U. Well, they gave it to me to review, and there was nobody online. Like, most of the modes you couldn't even play because there was nobody to matchmake with. But anyways, share your thoughts, like and subscribe for more videos like this, and we'll see you guys next time. Cheers.